tell ya, it's Tuesday and Wednesday, the 19th and the 20th, and we're going to be going over a little bit of homework, and then we have a new project to get into, and all kinds of good stuff from there. Let's see. Ooh, let's play our Which Kids Do We Get to Make Fun Of game. Round one. Don't show off, Julia, just because you have multiple writing utensils flexing on those other kids. I mean, I feel the same way. Mine has 4 different clicky things on it, so I'm with you. All right, next round. That's really heavy, Jason. Proud of you. You looked exhausted. And then just one kid whose notebook is too heavy to lift. I might, oh, nope, she worked out and got there. Okay, I was real worried. And, nums. Nummy nums.
Grape flavor.
Num.
It's on the table. Is it grape? It tastes like Kool-Aid.
Luckily, it only costs 1 point to get your grape flavored paper from me. It's the bestest. Let's mark down my grape flavored children.
It's not that good.
No, it's not a good grape flavor.
It's like cough medicine. Yeah.
At least you won't cough.
Cough medicine.
Let's see, that kid.
What did
Who's
you
my
put in
other
his
kid?
face?
That kid.
It's like a little hamster bite.
Thanks. To you children, let's go one. I just my own little goblins on my tie again here. Home children. You can't really see. It's kind of hard to see my little goblin children, but my little goblin
We have like
children
7
there.
homework assignments.
And then we are going to do 2 homework assignments today. Half of you are going to be able to get it done in class. The other half of you, that's up to you. The other one you won't get done in class, but you should get it done during flex because it takes you like 10 minutes, and it should not take very long. But for now, we're going to get back into our real learning stuff and just jump straight into Learning Town. From what I understand, we should have gotten partway through Notebook. How many, I see you, Izzy, I'm ignoring you for a moment, don't freak out. How many table of contents did we create?
3!
Did we get to what comes after table of contents?
Yeah!
Which is?
X!
The little X's. What comes after little X's?
Numbers to 20.
And we know, number. So what on the top of the left side is you write on those pages?
Date. We wrote H and G.
H's.
Oh, oops. And B!
And what on the right side?
B!
There you go.
Right.
And then did we put our first bellwork entry in there?
Yes. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did. A joke.
Did we? A joke.
Apparently the responsible kids did. This is where we're figuring out
I did.
which kid. Did you just surprise yourself with responsibility?
Yeah.
Mr. Brovicast, I'm responsible. I had no idea.
That's so
Hey,
funny.
Izzy, you're so patient. What's
What
up?
the heck?
Glad you brought that up. You keep saying that. Home children, while Izzy's doing this thinking thing that's wearing her out. So here is yesterday was when I was
Oh, I got
assigning.
it.
Now you have to wait. And so that's why for home children, if you have notebook, we are putting entry into it. You have your table of contents. We have our pages numbered. We are putting our first entry into it. We have August 18th, which was yesterday. Unless you're watching this on Wednesday, then it's like 2 days ago. But that was the day, Monday, when I signed it. What number is it? Because it's our first one. The title of it?
A joke.
Hilarious. And what page did it go on?
2!
And so you're going to have this entry into your table of contents in your notebook. Then you're going to turn to page 2. What goes in the top left corner?
A joke. A date.
I don't know.
Good job, Thaxton. The date. What goes in top middle?
A joke.
Look at that. Thaxton's on fire. The rest of you guys are just staring.
What?
And that's where you have a joke. And apparently others of you may be confused. So this is where we'll pick up after Izzy tries to ask a question again.
Oh, so did you already assign the IXL?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I kinda did that during MTSS.
That's what you're supposed to.
Oh, okay.
So you're saying you did the thing you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it.
Uh-huh.
Good job. That was a confusing game.
My
Okay.
bad.
Jackson.
How many pages would you
Up to about 10. Amira.
Do you want to write all that down?
Because you were gone before, weren't you? You were gone yesterday. If you take your notebook over here to Mr. Ogle, he can sort of walk you through and help you set things up. Mr. Ogle, do you need my notebook or are you good to go?
I can.
All right.
Oh, well, actually, just
just to be safe. This will require walking, Amira. You can go over that way. Ooh, nice shirt, Amira. Hi, what's up, Elena?
What do we have to get the IXL to?
Right, we'll talk about that coming up. Now, go to, because we did, apparently fax and paid it. So we got this in your table of contents.
Yeah.
So turn to page 2. We've not set this up yet, except for Thaxton who paid attention. So now, let's make sure all of you turn to page 2. You'll know you're on page 2 when there's a 2 down here.
I didn't write that.
Nope, that is not the page 2. Look, it's a 2. There you go. So now we have page 2 there. On page 2, the first thing we're going to have you do, top corner right here, is the day you're doing the assignment. Again, much like Thaxton, I thought this was going to be yesterday. So I put August 18th. You can put today if you want. If you prefer to put August 19th, I'm fine with that. But you're going to put the day you do the assignment. Come over to the middle, and here's where you are going to put the name of the assignment, so I know what I am grading. This is where you put a joke. So you should have or the date, and you have title up here. Sean, you were gone yesterday too, weren't you? So you also have to go over there next.
I did it.
Did you watch the video? Sean, I'm so proud of you. I don't have to yell at you. Let me see your notebook. Hang on. Brought a little tear to my teacher heart. Nicely done, Sean. Way to be a responsible kid. It makes me so happy. Okay, back to you guys. So you've now put date, title up there. Here is where we're going to do the actual assignment. You don't have to write the directions unless you really want to. As long as you follow the directions, that's what I'm looking for. For this first bell work, I was not trying to stress you guys out. I tried to think of literally one of the easiest bell works I could. For this one, you're telling a joke. That's it. You just have to write a joke down. It doesn't even have to be funny. Some of you guys have no sense of humor. I know that because I'm hilarious and all you do is stare at me. So I know you have no sense of humor. So you can just, and no one's going to read them out loud. You don't have to worry about other kids. The only people who are going to see it are you when you write it down and me when I grade your notebook. So you can do a your mama joke. I don't care. I'm not going to call up my mom and be like, you will not believe what this kid did. I could care less. You are fine as far as those things go. If you've never heard a joke before, 1, that's scary. 2, I will give you some example jokes here in just a moment. And you're welcome to use one of my jokes if you want. The problem is, I have 2 daughters. So every joke I tell is automatically a dad joke because I have children. So just, that was already a dad joke, but apparently you're not laughing. This goes back to your lack of sense of humor. Now you just look scared at us. Okay.
Dad jokes because they're not funny.
Ouch. So now, let me go ahead and give you a couple jokes. Now, if you don't want to use mine, you can use your own. And for your joke, you could just put my math grade. And that might be the funniest joke that you can think of. For others of you, you might write down my B points. And other kids see your B points, that might make them laugh. For those of you who need a joke, here you go. Why do ducks have feathers?
To cover the butt quack.
To cover their butt quack. Butt quack. Okay, well, we'll try another one.
I knew that when I was like 5.
At home, children, there was a lot of laughter. I just edited it out because I didn't want to make it awkward. Okay, let's give you another joke while you continue to stare at me. Ooh, what do you call a magic dog? A abracadabra door. Abracadabra. Again, this is where I decided to edit in some laughter, and I got rid of the real laughter, and I edited in this really weak laughter. Okay.
I'm dying.
What did the janitor yell when he jumped out of the closet?
Supplies.
Supplies! See, obviously that was Keaton's bad joke. Mine was much better. That's why they didn't laugh. Okay, so maybe your guys' level is a little bit lower. So, years ago, when my daughter was 6 years old, I had come home from school, and I was telling her about doing this, the whole setting up notebooks thing. And I was like, Daddy is like having kids write jokes in class. And she had just started first grade. And my daughter, Kaylee, goes, I have a joke. I went, you have a joke? She goes, uh-huh. I go, okay, Kaylee, what's your joke? She goes, okay. Look, Dad, a fish. I said, what are you talking? There's no fish. She goes, that's why it's funny. And she just died laughing. So for some of you, that might be your level of joke. You just want to write down, look, a fish, and then every time you look at your paper, you're going to go, classic. I'm going to give you about 90 seconds to write your joke as I come around and check your notebook. Home children, you can write your joke now, or you can Google, what is a joke? Chat GPT, and we're back. All right, so here, children, let's go with, now that you have finished writing your master class level joke, we're going to turn back. No, that is by saying no one's going to hear it but you and me. That would be, don't you shake your head no at me. Now, turn back to that very first table of contents, or I would show you my notebook, but it's over there for Mr. Ogle, so you're going to use your imagination for a second. Turn back, oh, hang on. Let me use Thaxton's for a second. Thank you, Thaxton. It's beautiful. Turn back to giant page X. Turn one page to that first table of contents. You'll know it's the correct table of contents when you see an entry over there. We are now, thank you, Thaxton, going to do our first homework together, which is only slightly more tough than your first bell work. This is the one that you guys should be able to get done in class. Fingers crossed. So, which side of notebook are we going to put it on?
Left side.
That was a little scary. We're getting there. Left side. Nicely done. Over y'all. What is the first thing we're going to do? And what date are we going to use?
19.
So technically, I thought we were going to do this yesterday, so I put 8/18. If you put 19, I'm okay with it. If you want to live in the current times and not in the past, I'm fine with that. Aug 18 or Aug 19. For the number, how many homeworks have we done in here?
0.
So what's 0 plus 1?
1.
Look at you guys. All right. Ooh. Now, so far, for this next question I'm getting ready to ask you, I have had only one smart kid per class figure it out. And we're going to see if we can find our one smart kid in this class. Ready? Before I even tell you the name of the assignment that's going to go here, you already know what it is. What is the name of this assignment? Izzy?
A joke.
A joke. See how confident she was? And completely wrong. But you got Juliet to start writing stuff down. That's what confidence does. You can trick other people. Yeah, not a joke. That was the name of the bell work. Julia.
It's a small world.
It's a small world. You see again? We learned. Yeah, that's the wrong answer too. But she sounded confident, but Juliet learned her lesson that time. Elena?
Homework.
Homework. That is the worst name for a homework ever. What am I going to call next week's homework? Also homework?
Yeah.
And the week after that, more home? No, it is not called homework. That is not a good assignment name. Paulina?
Was it that thing that was up there with the pictures?
You're not quite on that
Wait,
confident.
we
that-
can look on
It was up in the board.
5 fun pigs.
I don't know. 5 fun picks? You did not sound confident. Juliet didn't even come close to writing that one down whatsoever. No, not 5 fun picks. Sean?
I only said 5 for 6.
No, then she took your answer that being wrong.
Class names.
Why'd you say class names?
We were gonna do that yesterday, but you said we didn't have time.
Wait, that's not saying. No, that's a class.
Yes! I knew it, guys.
So this one, again.
I'm so smart.
Whoa, let's settle down a little bit late on that. Yeah, it was the class names right up here. And so we just had to move it down to today. So it's going to be called class names, which is like calling it homework, but different. Then, page number are we going to go to for this?
1.
Nice.
Oh, no.
So this goes to page
Yes.
1. Do not move yet. I'm coming around to check this also. because you'd be shocked how many kids mess this up. Home children, if you want to fast forward until you see me appear again, I'm going to wander around and make fun of kids, unless you just want to listen to me make fun of kids. Oh my God, what's wrong with this child?
No.
I know it's exhausting to write a 1, but I have faith in you. Thank you. There's these, Yeezys, and that kid's still writing a 1. It's exhausting. Put it in there. And then this kid, that kid, and this kid, and then Amira. You should have your.
Elena, be
Katie,
quiet.
Katie. All right. Apparently, you guys are kind of smart. Now, turn to page 1. I'm back. Stop fast forwarding. Okay. Now, you'll know you're on the correct page when you see a little 2 over here and a little 1 over here and then over here. Some of you are suddenly looking around for a fish, very confused. And you're like, what? A fish? Oh, that got me. And so that told you, classic joke. Now, come over to here. This is where we're going to put the homework entry. First thing that goes up here, the date, Aug 19, or for me, I live in the past because I'm old, Aug 18. And then before Elena gets a big head about how awesome she is, what goes in the top middle?
Class name.
Look, it's not too late. Big head already happened. Class names. You did in the table of contents. Now you're on page 1. I know. If only I'd been talking about. Look at that. That's page 1. Don't forget to roll your eyes. Okay. So now for this, I'm going to show you directions. You can write them down if you want. I'm not making you write down the directions. Just follow the directions. Usually anything I think is important in the directions, I'll put like in big capital letters or something like that. Here's what you're going to do for this assignment. You are going to have to write down the names of every person in this class and number them. So there are 21 people in this class, 19 small people, 2 big people. So you're going to have to write down Mr. Ogle and me, and then you're going to have to write down the 19 of Uzis that you see in here. Spelling does not count. No one's going to see it but you and me. And I don't care if it's first name or last name, either one's fine. If you can't think of any names, just close your notebook and go, oh my God, there's 2 answers. Because your name is on the front and my name is on the front. That's 2 of your answers right there. Plus, I keep saying Mr. Ogle, so that should help you out along those lines. And I'm getting ready to go through and practice your names again and say them out loud. So as long as you are paying attention, you'll be able to figure out all of these names. The big thing is numbering them 1 to 21, and then you're going to go through and write them all out. Jackson, what's up?
You should say the names, but like take it really slowly.
Or go full speed and freak kids out. That's what I want to go for. Hi, Izzy.
Where do we write the names?
On that paper you just touched. Right. Elena.
You didn't introduce the new kid.
Who?
Back over there. I apologize. I kind of did when you showed up. Is it Saleh?
Yeah.
Saleh. And so Saleh, new kid from back over there. Almonteser? Almonteser? Close? Your last name? Right close to it? You're just staring at me. We'll go, yes, I nailed it. Okay. I'm going to come around and say names, and well, I will pause this part. It'll be boring. Here's the part. Oh, one more thing to help you out from previous kids messing up.
Wow.
I recommend not just randomly writing names down. Because if you just write names down randomly, the issue is you're going to get to like 19 names, have 2 still that you need to get, and not know which 2 it is. And you're going to be like, I'm at 19 of 21. I'll go, who are you missing? And you're going to go, I have no idea. Then I can't help you. But if you like have some kind of order to it, like all girls and then all boys, or go up and down the rows, it'll make your life easier. I will cover the names now. I will cover the names again during class. Ooh, when is this due?
Monday!
How would you know that?
It's on the board.
Gdur is written right behind me, so you can look up there. It's not due till Monday, because I'm going to go over the names today, go over the names again on Thursday, and then it comes due Monday. So I'm going to try to help you as much as I can. All right, home children, I'm going to pause and then just magically restart it. There we go. Home children, this might be tough for you to name all the kids in class unless you can close your eyes and think about them, and then that's kind of creepy. So you may have to wait till you come back to life, and then we can help you out from there. Now, we are done with notebook. Don't put it completely away. If things go well, we're going to use it for one last thing at the end of class. So you can just over to the side. Speaking of responsible kids, those of you who got this paper, home children, you're going to need to get this paper from me. It's also on Canvas, and you can get it from there. It's from the project we're ready to start. What was the first thing you did with this paper as soon as you got it from me without me even having to harass you?
Put your name on it.
First and last name at the top, without me even having to tell you. Responsible children. Yeah, I didn't even have to tell her. I know, like she had that one. So yeah, I'm trying to help you guys out. Uh-huh. All right. Speaking of helping you guys out, so I'm not having you go to Canvas right now, but I want to show you a thing to help you. If you go to my Canvas page and you scroll down here and you go scroll, you get to the yellow things which has all this stuff information. Scroll again. Scroll. Below that is a button that says Mr. Brovicast's Useful Files. This is a button. I'm going to show you what's behind it. But again, scroll down. No. Scroll down. Scroll down. Button. Hit this button. Simple screen. Here's what's things to help kids out. So one, if you're one of the kids who does not hate reading, if you read books, you can get B points. These are your directions here on how to get B points by reading books. You just got to read thing there. Above that, if you want a Simpson sheet, one of these things, they're on my Canvas page. But the problem is, if you take one from me, like let's say Sean did, if you don't have it the next time classes do, I have to torture you, making you stand and stuff like that. If you don't want to get it from me, you can just go here and print it yourself if you have a printer at home. You can just go click, brings this up and go print, and then you can print it yourself. If you print it, there is no due date. It's whenever you want to bring it in. So there's no pressure on you. If I give it to you, there is a due date. Also, you don't have to use my paper. If you want to do it all on a separate sheet of paper, like lined paper, I'm fine with that. If you just want to look on there to know what the phrase is, and then you do all of the writing on a separate sheet of paper, I'm fine with that. Go for it. If that makes your life easier, more power to you. And then the last one you look at here, that top one is just a school map. This one is that handout I gave you at the beginning of the year that tells you how not to die in my class and get all the information. I keep it on there to help you. So I just try to give you guys some interesting, useful files to make your life a little bit easier. All right, no questions there. Nope, we're going to stare at you. Good stuff. All right. Then, here is our next homework assignment that's kind of a real-ish homework assignment. This is the one that says 5 fun picks. For this one, this is the one you're not going to get done in class, but can probably get done during flex. This project we're doing, we are going to be building a friend board that looks like this, where it's going to have your face on there, and you're going to have a bunch of words that describe you. Do you recognize that person on there, Izzy? It is. It's your cousin. I pulled that out on purpose. It made me smile. And you're going to have your name on there, and you're going to have pictures of things you like that we're going to be putting on here. So your homework assignment is to go onto this place called Google, and you're going to Googlinate and find 5 things that you enjoy. I don't care what they are, as long as they connect to you. It can be your favorite food, music, it can be a TV show, it can be a sport you enjoy doing, it can be you doing it. If you want to have a picture of you playing soccer, that's fine. If you want to have a picture of someone like Cristiano Ronaldo playing soccer, that's fine. If it's a picture of a color, I'm fine. It's just 5 things that you think we should know about you in some way. Now, how big should your pictures be? Not large. If you look at paper, that's why I made this paper, this is how much room you have. If you turn it sideways, this is your room that you are going to have on here, because you're going to be breaking this down into 4 little sections. So you get one of the 4 sections. Your section is the size of this little half piece of paper. So if you print out full-size pieces of paper, that's not going to fit on here. So you're going to want to go smaller than that. So you're going to print out your 5, and you're going to connect them to there. In a moment, Kylie, I'm not completely ignoring you. On here, they have to be printed out on paper so that we can put them onto here. If they're not printed out, I have to staple your iPad to your paper, and that's probably going to make you sad. So you want to make sure we print them out to be able to get them onto here. It's due Thursday, which is the next time you see me. Today's Tuesday. You will see me Thursday. That's when you're going to be bringing these in. Almost, Jackson. Now, to help you, there is an app on your iPad that if you have a school iPad, it is called Pic Collage, and it's for making a collage of pictures like this. And it makes it really easy to organize all of your stuff together. And so you can use Pic Collage, and you can put all of your pictures together, and it makes an easy way to print. You don't have to do this. It was just a way to try to help you out and organize things together. Here's the problem for some of you. If you don't have a way to print things, I can print them for you. But I charge you 3 B points for each thing I print for you. That adds up really quickly. And here's where some of you are going to freak out and go, wait a minute, we have to do 5 pictures. Uh-huh. And you charge 3 points each thing. Uh-huh. That's a detention. Uh-huh. I don't want that for you either. So instead of sending me 5 separate pictures, put all of them into one Pic Collage. Now you only spend 3 points, and it doesn't cost you as much. But it gets better. If you bring me a note from the big people in your house that says we don't have a printer, I print it for free, and it costs you nothing. Or if the big people in your house send me an email, that works as a note also. Otherwise, I get to charge you 3 B points. And that answers more stuff. I will send all of this out to you on the Student Square, and I'll post these directions to Canvas. And I'll send them out to your parents to try to help you. Okay. Now the questions you have. Jackson, did I answer your question? Jackson, what's up? How many pictures do you need? Roughly 15. Should be no more than 20. And the other ones I can help you with. What's the name of the assignment? That was a fun game, Jackson. It was the bestest. All right. See, I told you I'm really good at lying to kids with a straight face. The thing was like there was at least 4 kids in here who went, really? 15? That was great. All right. So we're good to go. Things printed. We're going to put them on the postery thing. And there. Yeah. Then let's talk about this projecty thing that you're getting ready to start. Here's where purple paper comes in. On paper, not the side that you wrote your name on, the other side, these are called directions. You know, the things you're not going to read and then wonder why I make fun of you in front of everyone else. That's where directions come in. So I can walk you through and try to help you out. Oh, did I answer your question, Carly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so make sure. So here's what's going to happen. You are, hi Sally, what's up?
What's bean points?
So that's when you were gone. That's where you're going to have to either go back and watch the videos from the beginning of the year, or you can look at that handout I gave you from that first day that's yellow, or you can ask a kid and they'll explain it to you, or you can come back to me later. You get 15 points to try and buy your way out of getting in trouble in class. And then when you run out of B points, I get to give you a detention. And so we spent time talking about it, but that's back when you were a star. But now you're a real person and you're a hero. So here's what's going to happen. You are going to be in a group of between 3 and 5 kids. In your group of 3 to 5 kids, you are going to be doing 2 different projects. The first one is a poster that all of you are going to work on together. You are going to get a part of the poster, like section, 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 and then I'm going to take a picture on Thursday of your whole group. You're going to come together, and I'm going to take a picture of your whole group that we are going to put into this middle area here. So it's going to have your face. Then we're going to put stuff around your face that connect to you. I am now going on here. There's a spot that says items for poster. If you are visual and need to read, it's on here. If you want to look up there, it's there also. Here's what you're going to have to do for this. Picture I provide for you. Just make sure that you dress pretty on Thursday for your picture, because that's when you guys will have your picture taken. Then you're going to have to write your name next to your face. If this is you, name, name next to face. Your 5 pictures, or if you're Jackson, 15, of things that connect to you in some way. So these are the pictures that connect to you and to each person. Then 5 adjectives that describe you. Adjectives are describing words. Tall, short, smart, dumb, football player, cheerleader, grass eater, whatever it may be, words that describe you in some way. So your section, you face, name, pictures, adjectives. And finally, the people in your group, the 3 to 5 of you, are going to have to get together and talk to each other and find 2 things everyone in your group has in common. Because this is where we're going to see how well you do this communication, talking thing. The things you have in common should be something that other groups can't all claim. I just don't want you to be lazy. What I'm looking for is we all wear glasses, or we all have lived in another state, or we all have siblings. That's what I'm looking for. The problem is I get lazy kids who go, we all have feet? Good job, you're lazy. We're all in this class right now? Good job. So if you do something like that, yes, I'm going to make fun of you. So it should be something that not every group can claim. Now, if you say, we all love English, there's every chance there's kids in this class who do not like me and are like, this guy's insane. So you would be safe doing something like that. If you said, we're all 7th graders, that doesn't work. Because again, that covers every class. So I want to see how well you talk to each other and how well you guys can problem solve. That's it for the poster. Your face, your pictures, your adjectives, and then you're going to have the things you have in common. And then these are going to go up in the hallway. This is the easy part of the project. Now for the fun part of the project. If you go down a little bit, you are going to be interviewing a kid in your group. In your group, where you have these other kids, you are going to have to pick one of these kids, and you are going to interview them, and then you're going to give a speech about them to the entire class. And you're going to be standing up in front of the class and talking about this other random kid. Have you guys done the things in class where like you have to stand up and talk about yourself? Like, my name is Mr. Brovicast, and I love kittens. Same idea. I just wanted to take that idea and make it scarier. So instead of you talking about yourself, you're going to have to talk about another kid. Because if you talk about yourself, you can just make stuff up. But if you're having to talk about Bobby, you can't just go, and Bobby likes kittens. And he's like, I hate kittens. And you're like, and his favorite color is red. And he's like, I hate red. You're like, no, Bobby, shut up. And so now we get to see how responsible you are. And so that's why I set it up this way, because it makes things a little bit better. So you're going to pick one of the kids in your group, and you're going to interview them. Here's what you're going to do. Well, actually, no. We're going to pause. We're going to give you our 1.5 minute timeout to give you guys a chance to stand up before I babble about this because you politely been listening. Home children, we're going to take a timeout to let these kids stretch. Okay, back to you. So I've had the question pop up during our little break about choosing the groups. Yes, you absolutely get to choose your partner. And yes, you already have chosen your groups. The way you've already chosen your groups is that last night I closed my eyes and I said, let your souls speak to me. And your soul spoke to me, and I put you into groups by what your soul wanted. Now, in a moment, you're going to find out what your soul told me and who your soul wanted to be with. And so you chose, you just don't know who you chose yet. I'm as excited as you are. See, that's how my heart feels on the inside. Okay, now back to you. In the group, once that happens and your soul has told you who's in your group, then I don't care which of the, you're going to pick the least creepy kid in your group. You're going to go, and you're going to pick that kid. And so you'll go through and pick least creepy. Okay. Then you're going to do the interview, where you're going to have to go through and talk to them and ask them questions and figure stuff out. Here, it's on this paper right here. If you want to look at it, these are the questions. I just zoomed in so you could see it. All right. Here are the things I want to know about your partner. First off, I want their full name. First name, middle name, last name. Whole name. Now, with this, a couple things to help you. One, some cultures do not have a middle name. I'm absolutely aware of that, and they just do not exist. If that's true, you just have to tell us they have no middle name. If I'm interviewing Bobby Boberson, and he has no middle name, I'll go, this is Bobby, no middle name, Boberson. Other cultures have a lot of middle names because it connects different families and stuff like that. So it may be like, this is Bobby, Robert, Joseph, Johnny, Bahugalat, Jeannie, Joni, Johnny, Jones. And you're like, holy cow, do I have to say all of that? I go, Bobby. Bobby goes, yeah, that's my name. Then you have to say all of that. That's between you and Bobby. Now, some of you, when I said middle name, I watched your eyes get all big and wide and then get all teary, and you're like, no, that's my middle name. Well, guess what? I don't know your middle name. So you can make it up for all I care, because I have no idea what it is, and I could look it up, but that sounds like work. And you know what's easier than that? Being lazy, because I learned it from kids. If you don't like your middle name, make up whatever name you want. So if your name, if my name is Bobby Mary Claire Boberson, and you don't want that, change it. My name is Bobby God of Transformers Boberson. More power to you, God of Transformers. And you can pick whatever name you want, and that is fine with me. Because again, I'm seeing how I'm grading you on how well you follow directions, not how good your project is. And this first one is just, can you follow directions? I know for many of you the answer is no, but we're going to try. Ooh, also, some of you are going to have to be with the lazy kid. The reason is, I don't know who the lazy kid is yet. I have suspicions, but I don't know for sure yet. If you're with lazy kid, here's the problem. Let's say I'm interviewing Bobby, and I'm like, Bobby, what's your middle name? And Bobby's like, nah. And I'm like, well, I have to know it. I don't care. Well, in that case, I'm going to lose points on my grade because I get graded on saying Bobby's middle name. And if Bobby doesn't say it, I do poorly. Oh, I don't want to fail because Bobby's lazy. You're not going to, because I don't like lazy kids either. So here's what we do. If the kid you're interviewing is lazy and doesn't give you an answer, they're giving you permission to make it up. And you can come up with whatever answer you want, because no pity for the lazy kids. If you go, Bobby, what's your middle name? You go, I don't know. You go, oh, I got it. Bobby, I love Justin Bieber. He's the king of pop, Boberson. He's like, no, it's not. I'm like, sorry, lazy kid. So I am fine. By the way, it's not lying. It's creative writing, because we're in English class, and I support creative writing. So, full name, first, middle, last. Next up, where they were born. I want to know the city and state where they were born. For most of you, it is probably going to be Fishers, Indiana, Noblesville, Indiana, or Indianapolis, Indiana, because those are the three closest. Not for everybody. I said for most of you. If you were born elsewhere, that's fine. If you were born out of the country, which has happened, that's fine. They probably don't have a state if you were born in another place. Like Canada doesn't have states. In that case, you would tell us whatever that particular one is. What if I don't know where I was born? If you don't know where you were born, there's a good chance there's big people in your house that can tell you. You just have to go ask the big people. Although I will tell you, be careful. The way you ask it can get real awkward. Because if you walk up to your parents and go, Mommy, Daddy, where did I come from? That's another discussion that I'm not going to be responsible for, nor what you learn from it. What I recommend is you go, what hospital was I born in? And they'll go, oh, yeah, that's a different question. And you're like, woo. And so you can, if they don't know where you were born, guess what? I don't either. I wasn't there. I don't know where you were born. Can we make it up? Yup, that's creative writing. You can go, I was born in Iowa. Where in Iowa? Small town, Iowa. The name of your town was Small Town? Yep. Okay, you were born in Small Town, Iowa. Because again, that's how it works. If you want to say you were born on the planet Tatooine in a small desert village with your aunt and uncle, I'm fine with that too. Again, embrace your creativity, more power to you. If the kid you're interviewing, Bobby, is lazy, what do? Because if you don't give me an answer, you lose points. So make sure you have an answer. Their birth date. I don't care about the year, because I figured most of you guys were all like 12. Some of you guys maybe 13. A handful of you maybe 11. Not judging. But more what I'm going for is I care about the month and the day. So I want the month and day you were born. What if I don't know my birthday? Go on Skyward. It's on Skyward. Can I lie about it? Sure, you can lie about your birthday if you want. The only problem with the birthday is that we're trying to find out if you have a birthday buddy in class, because like mine's May 18th, and if I find out another kid is May 18th, I'm like, birthday buddy! If you lie about yours and you're like, March 22nd, and all of a sudden Keaton's like, mine's March 22nd! And now you have an awkward birthday buddy, and every year on March 22nd, Keaton's going to be like, birthday buddy! And it's going to get real weird. So make sure if you do choose to lie, you're going to have to live with that lie for the rest of your life. Birthday. Favorite subject. I want to know what their favorite subject is at school. It has to be one you get a grade in. So you cannot choose passing period, you cannot choose flex, or MTSS, or lunch. Those are not things you get graded on.
What about recess?
Given, well, one, let me know which period you go to recess, and we'll grade you on that one. I have seen others of you in the cafeteria. I have seen you fail at eating. That is not the same thing as failing at lunch. I've watched like, didn't I have 10 fingers? And all of a sudden you're like, I'm like, that's failing at eating. But again, you can give me more than one class. If you're like, my favorite class is social studies and science and math and everything but English, then you can make them say all of that. That's up to you. Hobbies. Hobbies are things you do for fun. Two different things that you enjoy. I'm assuming for most of you, it is going to be hanging out with friends and playing Roblox. Some of you may swatch out Roblox for Call of Duty or Fortnite or Minecraft. Some of you may swap out hanging out with friends for being on TikTok or the video games for dancing weirdly in front of a camera. It's up to you. Figure out what fun things it is that brings joy to your little heart. If you don't know what your hobbies are, yes, you can make them up, but there's an easy experiment you can do. Go into a room, find a wall that's completely blank, put a chair in front of the wall, sit in chair, stare at wall. Continue to stare at wall until eventually you go, oh my God, I wish I was doing anything but staring at this wall. I wish I was like outside chasing a squirrel. That's your hobby, chasing squirrels. And you can go outside like, and just run around chasing a squirrel, and you're like, my dreams have come true. So find out what brings you happiness and joy. Yes, you can lie if you want to and be like, my hobby is jumping off of tall buildings to see if I bounce. Okay, I wish you luck, and I hope someday that dream comes true. Still ignoring you, Izzy. You have to come up with it. You're Izzy. This is me ignoring you. One interesting fact. Something about you that is interesting. Yes, I know. A lot of you are very, very boring humans. So again, this is where either A, you can make something up, or B, find something interesting about you. And so it doesn't really matter. I mean, if you want to make up your interesting thing, you can. It just may freak out the rest of the class after we find out you jump off of buildings to find out if you bounce or not. But with your interesting fact, you choose what is interesting. This is where we get to judge some kids. Because you'll go, my interesting fact is every day I wear 2 shoes. We'll go, you find that interesting? And you're like, yeah. Okay, now we can judge you. And so you pick what your level, you don't come to me and go, is this interesting? Because the answer is no, you're all boring. But find the thing that you find interesting that you want the class to know about you. On the poster, that is all part of one project. Crash out. You are going to have to tell me what their pictures are. So as I go through and I am interviewing Bobby Boberson, I'll go, Bobby's got a picture of a Corvette and a sunset, and he's got a picture of Laffy Taffy, and then over here is some girl jumping off a building to see if she can bounce. And so you're going to go through there and tell me what each of their pictures are. Then you have to tell me what their adjectives are. Bobby says he's smart and dumb and tall and short and confused. And so you're going to tell me what their adjectives are. Pictures, adjectives. Then that covers the easy stuff. Still not quite there, Izzy. When I get to here, I'll call on you. These parts here are a little bit tougher. This section and this section is going to require thinking, which is scary, because this is where your grade is going to come in on how well you follow directions. First one, choose any 2 of their favorites from this list. They're just going to go through and tell me their favorite movie, food, TV show, book, color, or game. And you just pick any two. Favorite game is football. Favorite color is clear. And that's fine. Or their favorite food is tacos. And their favorite movie is, I don't know, The Hobbit. Something like that. The main issues I'm going to have is if the person you're interviewing gives you an answer not on that list. If I go, Sean, give me your favorite things, and Sean goes, my favorite shoes are Air Force Ones. Great. What's the problem with that?
It's not.
It's not on the list. I don't care. It goes, my favorite dinosaur is a Tyrannosaurus. Rare. Again, don't care. Not on the list. Make sure they give you something from the list. The other issue, and this is true, I've had kids go, Sean's favorite things are a color and a food. And I've gone, what color and what food? And they'll go, huh? I'm like, oh God. So I want to know what color and thing. Don't just say he has a favorite food. Find out what it is. In this last part, this is your big time thinking stuff. I've given you 4 challenges. You only have to pick 2. You can do all 4, but I figured 2 was enough to make you pass out. So 2 things from this list down at this bottom part. 1, interesting history of their name. Some people have an interesting history of like their last name or first name, like their name got passed down or was changed from something. Or like for me, my first name is David, and before I was born, the week before I was born, my dad's best friend died in a car wreck. So they changed it from what it was going to be to honor his friend, and they changed it to David. So I am named after my dad's dead best friend. I think that's interesting. Some of you may not have an interesting reason behind your name. It might be, one day my mom woke up and she was like, action! And my dad said, did you say Ava? And she said, that's the name! And they just went, you might not find that very interesting. Can we make up an interesting history? Of course you can. Knock yourself out and make an interesting history of your name. I'm fine with it. If you don't want that one, is Pig Latin. Does anyone in here already know what Pig Latin is? If you do, it's a secret code that you can write things